Hey guys, Liam Cook here with episode number 2 of the Sky Blue Diaries. Now this is a YouTube series where we take a little journey into the world of gaming, more specifically into FIFA 17. Now unless you have seen episode number 1 of the Sky Blue Diaries, which I do recommend you go and have a look at before you check out this episode, we are on a quest, a very ambitious quest, shall we say. We are trying to get Coventry City from League One into the Championship, into the Premier League, and to win the Premier League all in 5 seasons. It ain't going to be easy, but, well, I don't know a lost cause when I see one. That's all I'm going to say. I'm a Coventry City fan, so that gives you your answer on that. So in this episode, we are going to finally kick off the footage from our season. As you would know if you saw episode 1, you would know that basically I didn't decide I was going to film this series until I was already into September, October time in the career mode. So we are going to finally get into league competition in episode 2. So sit back, relax, and enjoy making me look like an absolute fool. So there you go. Enjoy the episode, guys. So let's kick things off with the game at home to Northampton Town, Coventry's former landlords. As you can see from this clip, it was a dreadful start for us. Matt Taylor with a beautiful free kick, 1-0 to the Cobblers. We managed to equalise thanks to a lovely strike from ex-Arsenal youngster Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He found some space in the box, 1-1 at the Ricoh Arena. But then we get caught out by another set piece, this time from a corner on the right hand side, a decent header from Lewin Nyatanga, but Loic Badiashile should have done better than that. Caught off his line, a disappointing goal to concede. Poor defending gives Northampton a chance with the cross, and it's duly put away by Paddy McCourt, and once again Badiashile has to take a lot of the blame for that one. Completely static as the ex-Villa man finds the net and makes it 3-1 to Northampton. Into the second half now, defence hasn't got any better. Sloppy passing from us, challenges fail to rob the visitors of the ball, and Beautyman with a calm, composed goal. A second goal from Ainsley Maitland-Niles, certainly our man of the match, gives us a glimmer of hope as we head towards the final whistle. Final nail. But then comes the final nail in the coffin. Paul Anderson storms through our defence and caps off what has got to be one of the worst games I've ever played, not just on FIFA 17, but any FIFA game. Truly woeful. 5-2 to Northampton. Now, we did simulate one game during midweek. We beat Walsall 2-1 in the Checkatrade Trophy. Goals from Gregory and Jones see us through to the next round. On to the second game of this episode. It's another trip to Walsall, and once again we fall behind on the hour mark. Immediately after coming on as a sub, Andreas Makris, the young Cypriot, opens the scoring for the Saddlers. And then Walsall go and score again. 2-0 was the final scoreline. 2 defeats in our first 2 games, not the way we wanted to start off this career mode. Finally, we get our season back on track at home to Peterborough. The ball falls kindly to Sordell, who nods home from close range. This was a game that I expected to struggle in, but a good start against the Posh. And we make it safe with a lovely free kick from Jody Jones. Now, I don't score many free kicks on FIFA, but I'm very proud of that one. 2-0 is the final score at home to Peterborough. Now it's the trip to Bolton, who aren't doing so well in this career mode, but they take the lead through Jamie Proctor, as you can see. Very similar to the Northampton game. Poor passing from us, poor defending, and a decent header from Proctor. The equaliser, however, wasn't too far away, and it's another free kick. A young lad renowned for scoring worldly goals, Ben Stevenson, with another free kick. 2 in 2 games for us. No way the keeper was getting anywhere near that one, and it's 1-1 at the Macron. Then we go and shoot ourselves in the foot. Jordan Willis catches Tom Thorpe in the penalty area. No doubt about it. It was a stonewall penalty to Bolton just before the break. But luckily for us, Zach Clough misses with a very tame effort. No power, no accuracy, and we hang on for a draw. We follow the Bolton game with a home tie against Shrewsbury, a game we really should have taken 3 points from, and we take the lead. Ryan Seeger's initial effort well saved, but there is Sordell to fire home. Sadly, the Shrews equalised, and it ended in another 1-1 draw. Oh, I do love to be beside the seaside. Ice cream, candy floss and goals in equal measure. The Sky Blues take an early lead at Southend. A nice passing move here, and we see Gail Bigaramana storm through the defence and make it 1-0 with a neat finish into the far bottom corner. I believe that is his first goal of the season. And before we've played even 10 minutes, we find a second. Kyle Reid sprints down the left, cuts into the box. His cross finds Sordell in the centre, and the striker volleys home from close range. Not the hardest finish in the world, but they all count. It's 2-0 before we've even had 10 minutes. Half an hour in, and it's Southend's turn to find the net. Phil Brown's men hold up the ball well, and it's Anthony Wordsworth who finishes to make it 2-1 before the break. Constant Southend pressure made me feel very wary of an equaliser. They came very close to an equaliser on a few occasions, but we give ourselves some breathing room with a third goal. Badiashile finds Sterry at right back. The former Newcastle man plays it forward to winger Jody Jones. Jones sees Marvin Sordell to his left-hand side and finds our top scorer. He puts it through to McCann, who swiftly finds young striker George Thomas, and the teenager drives it home after a fantastic move, building from the back, and it's 3-1 to Coventry, and we're not done yet. There's still time for a fourth. We could always do with more goals to aid our goal difference. Sordell is released on the right-hand side. He's had a wonderful game so far. Cuts in, looks for an option, and sees Thomas to his left. Thomas holds it up in the penalty area. It returns the ball to Sordell, who smashes it into the roof of the net with a first-time strike, and that caps off a pretty special performance for the Sky Blues. 4-1 to Coventry. And that concludes the action for today's episode. Hope you're enjoying the journey so far. If you are, hit the like button below this video. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel for more exclusive content, and follow me on Twitter at @TheRealLiamCook. Before we go, here is a look at the League One table. Coventry sits in 6th place. Not disastrous by any means, but we've got some work to do in order to gain promotion this season. So now a recap of results from the month of October. 5-2 defeat at home to Northampton. Less said about that one, the better. We beat Walsall by 2-1 in what is now known as the Checker Trade Trophy. It used to be known as the JPT. A 2-0 defeat to Walsall follows in the league at the Bank Stadium. Then our first win, 2-0 at home to Peterborough. Nice surprise at the Ricoh Arena. 1-1 draw with Bolton. A rather lucky point against Bolton at the Clough's penalty miss, and a disappointing 1-1 draw at home to Shrewsbury. Finally, the 4-1 triumph at Roots Hall against Southend. Coming up in episode 3, we have games against Rochdale in the Checker Trade Trophy and the league, very similar to the Walsall scenario in October. Another trip to the coast, this time at Fleetwood, a very tough fixture with Sheffield United. After that, then it's the Wombles of Wimbledon at the Cherry Red Records Stadium, and the episode will end with Oxford at the Ricoh Arena. That's been today's edition of the Sky Blue Diaries. I'll see you next time as we delve into November of our first season. Until we meet again, stay safe and stay sporty.